Millthorpe's location is central to bigger centres, but it's away from those centres, so it still has a real rural feel, plus it's a real heritage village and surrounded and lived in by lots of lovely, friendly people, so it's a real strong community spirit in a heritage village. I'm Hayley Levers and I'm the Collections Manager here at Golden Memories Millthorpe Museum and also a member of the executive, so I look after the collections and see to the day-to-day running of the museum. So the project is based in one of our oldest buildings. So the building is 1881, it's a bluestone building. So it hasn't been revamped as some of the other areas in the museum have, and we wanted to bring that up to a standard that we thought it needed. First of all, we had to clear out our existing displays, and then we pulled the carpet up only to find that it was concrete floor underneath. So then our builder, who is our president, was able to build basically a self-contained box. So put up the framing and then clad it all, and then we put down some new carpet. So that was our archives room, and then again, similar on the other side of the room, we cleared out our displays and all the old showcases and put in the new showcases and then choreographed and put the new displays together. So the project came about mainly due to our strategy plan. So we have a 5-year strategy plan where we identify all the short and the long-term goals that we want to achieve. So this project covered mostly long-term goals, so we couldn't finance those, so we sort of put them in the too hard basket in the long-term goals. And then when the funding came up, we just sort of pulled those out and thought, yeah, we can combine these together. So we wanted a real nice welcoming area when visitors came to the museum, plus an archives room, so we combined those two within our archives office, and then also just some new showcases to really showcase the history of Millthorpe, so people had a really good understanding of what Millthorpe was, so when they went out to the village and did their walk around the heritage village, they could really understand that history. So the project just enhances our museum, gives it that next level. So somewhere to welcome people, having that lovely centre to come into rather than just a desk in this big open area. So now we have a dedicated room where visitors come, they know that they talk to our volunteers there, they can do any of their research in the archives area. And then all the new showcases, so just getting rid of those older showcases, didn't have lighting, they were at wrong heights, and really showcasing the items that we have on display now. So the benefits of the project just allowed us to have that centralised location. So our volunteers, who are mainly elderly, can just sit within the archives room and greet our visitors, and if people needed help with the archives, they're there on the spot rather than all of the collections being spread around the museum from storage locations, in some cases under the bed, which is one of our displays. There was boxes underneath one of our permanent displays in the bedroom. So not having to get up and move around, so they could be in that centralised location and talk to our visitors and help them with any family history or photographic research that they were doing. So the project was able to bring together all of our resources. So from our volunteers, our great members with all their skill sets, from builders and administration, right across to our suppliers of our showcases and our local subcontractors. So the synergy of the project was fabulous. It just all came together and worked really well. The real eye-opener on this project and what we were able to take away is that even though it's really daunting having to prepare and put in a submission of the size that this one was and the amount of money that we were asking for, is that even though we're a relatively small museum with just volunteers, we were able to bring all those resources together and build the project around what we had available.